thank you all for spending some time with us. We greatly appreciate your time. We are going to cut it right here, and you can tune in to part 2 whenever it comes out in, 3.5 years? It's about our time span.
Based on our historical production.
Kira would say, if your previous behavior is any indication of...
That's funny.
That's because I just gave her that talk the other day.
Yeah.
So it's a good stopping place here. Got to learn a little bit about Bear McCreary and what kind of brought us to him, that unconventional sound approach, and that starting things with that one unique sound. Just learning about these different instruments that he brings in that we would never know about. We just hear the score and we're like, okay, whatever, that must be synth, or that's...
We can tell it's something interesting. Well, even at that, there's times where it seems similar, but I know for sure it's different than what I feel like it's... sounding
like, is that just an EQ thing?
I know. Or is that like some
instrument?
Reverb, or like what's going on there? So it's interesting to find out that it's a totally different instrument than I was aware of previously. So that's what was fun about it.
And I'm sure there's probably a lot of instruments that they use in scores, obviously, like that, where we're like, is that a cello, a violin, or a viola?
Yeah, exactly.
But there's a lot more nuance to it.
Conversation many times.
But it's fun. It's really cool. Just we've been listening to some of these Norse mythological Renaissance type bands that are bringing these instruments back too. In the next episode, we'll tune in to an explanation of what one of the instruments is by one of their players. They have a little vlog they do. Yeah, so tune in for that. It's going to be a great show. If you'd like to dive into the content discussed on this episode, visit our YouTube and Spotify pages, where we have companion playlists with music and videos from every episode. Thank you again for tuning into the show. Until next time, I'm Mark.
And I'm Krish.
And we urge you to enjoy the journey.
And stay zen. This has been a Wizard Studios production.
Made me lose my train of thought because the cat's hopping around doing weird stuff.
She's like...
What's she doing? She's twitching?
She what's this? Oh, what's that? She jumped when you...
in the shadows is what it is.
That's part of it, but I think the paper crinkled and she's just like...
Whoa.
Whoa, what's that?
It can kind of feel like a whip sometimes. A paper crinkle? New band name, I call it.
You can have it.
Paper Crinkle. They're a college, acoustic rock band.
I was thinking like a polka band or something.
Oh, that's even better.
Paper Crinkle.
And they can have an accordion in it.
Exactly.
Just like Bear McCreary.
It looks like crinkled paper.
It does look like that.
Now we came full circle.